What is up, YouTube? It is HWFLOSS, the worst producer of all time, back with another video. In today's video, we continue doubling back on some of these AI MIDI generators, melody generators, chord generators, and we're doubling back with double A production Chords Pro. Alright, now if you don't have this, it will cost you a hefty penny, 109, but you can't get the upgrade because now they're on Chords notes or Chords Pro notes. All right, so it adds not only chord progressions but melodies as well. So we're gonna check this out and see where does it fall in the rankings of Scalar, Instant Composer, Chords Jam, Captain Chords, Epic, and all the other ones. All right, but before we go any further, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get any video I upload to the channel. Okay, let's go over to FL Studio and check this out. We are in FL Studio and I just kept it simple. I have FL keys opened up. This is for PC users and FL Studio 20 users. Here is the bright and vibrant chord progression generator. Now, the first thing you'll notice is when you come here, you have presets that you can go to. You can go to 2 bars, 4 bars, 8 bars, and then basic, and then it has the little scales that you can go into as well. So let's go to basic minor. You can set the tone, so you can have 4 bars here, any inversions, the speed, and then obviously the key. Now as the wheel turns, it's going to go green, and then it'll show green down here, and it'll show the actual chord that you're using. Okay, so if you have any trouble. Now let's just, it has no sound. It has no sound. And if you do create something that you like, you can save it right here as a preset. All right. So if we just go ahead and drag it just like this over the FL keys, it drops in at the tempo that you're at. All right. Pretty cool, right? But let's check out even more. All right, so let's play it. So obviously it's gonna go, the first one should be the root note unless you invert it or you change that up. We're in C minor, so the first one is C, green right here, green down here. Okay, and you can add more chord progressions in. When you say create, you can go randomize it, and then you can drag it in. It changes up, starts with C, A flat major 7, G, B flat. All right, then come here, make sure you're in helpers, C minor. This is such a good tool. Every DAW has one. You just got to find yours, and then make sure everything is in key. Now on this one, it goes out of key a little bit, but it makes for a cool chord progression. So sometimes you can go out of key. I don't want you thinking that you can never go out of key, but for those who are beginners and don't understand the basics of piano music theory, whatever, you might want to stay in key because you might have your 808s out of key or whatever else. But you can go out in and out of key, it's no problem. It sounds good. It is no problem. Okay, so don't get it confused. You can do it, but just realize when you're putting a bass note there, it's going to sound different. Or you might, try to put all C's and then there's no C there because it went out of the key and then went back in the key. So that's just something to look forward to or to think about when you're doing that. Now, here's some other things that are cool. Unexpected cadence number 2. Getting a chord progression like that. Let's go into a different key. Hit this wheel. Let's go to sure, D, and we're in a different one. So it's called Unexpected Cadence 2. That's the preset. The first one is G flat minor. Sounds unexpected. Sounds like a movie. It's like something unexpected happened. That's the goal of it, right? Festive. There's an 8-bar one, so it's going to give you 8 different colors, all right, in a version. Okay, let's go. Drag it on over, and it's pretty easy. Just drag it on over. So either a holiday cheer song, like a Christmas theme song, or a festival. All right, depending on how fast you pump those drums, right? Let's go into some more melodic bass 1, 4-bar melodic bass 1. Drop that in. Now this one's interesting because the key is D, but they don't use necessarily a D in a D minor, I should say, in the key. So that is cool to notice as well. So it gives you plenty, and then you can choose on your own. You can hit create, go to different keys. So let's go to B flat minor one. But it's cool because at the bottom, it shows you which key you're in, so you never get confused. So you can go ahead and go here to your helpers, get in key. And why is it important to have that? Helpers, B flat minor, which is also a sharp minor. It allows you to see, okay, I'm still in key, and it also allows you to develop quick melodies, because you know that these melodies should be in key. Just by following the notes along with it, okay? And I don't want, like, I'm showing you all of these scalars and Captain Chords or Captain Melody plugins. I'm showing you and doubling back so you can make your own decisions. I'm not trying to push one over the others. I use them at different times. I don't use all of them, but like say I use them at different times. Scalar is the one I use the most, followed by Captain Melody. And then you have Hexachord Orb, you have Chord Jam, you have Chords Pro, you have Instant Composer, you have Chord Potion. There's some Melodia. There's so many. Then I introduce Venmo phrase box. So there's so many to choose from. It's just what you're comfortable with. And I want, as a reviewer of VSTs and plugins, I want you to be comfortable. Don't ever just take my word for it. Say, oh, I like it, so I'm gonna do what he do. It's what you feel comfortable with. If you like it simple like this, where you just doop doop doop, that is fine. If you like it more complex, where you really got to break it down and do songwriting, then go for that. Okay, you got easy keys as well. Got easy keys. So the whole AI melody generator thing, melody sauce, unison, MIDI, drum monkey, and MIDI wizard. There's so many to choose from. Take your time, do the review, because this is your money and you're investing in yourself. But you have to invest in this stuff, and whether it's a VST or an effects plugin, to even compete. You got to buy something, or if it's a hardware, you got to buy something. So I just want to show you your option. It's your boy HWFLOSS, the worst producer of all time. So this is like my second or third video on this one. This is just a double back. You can go into the first one to see the whole layout and me making a beat and all, or a loop and all of that. All right, but hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to the channel, and hit that thumbs up. It's a lot of haters out there. All right, don't worry. That just means you're doing your job. I've never heard somebody making more money than me hate on me. All right, it's always people who either don't have a lot of followers or troll accounts, but it's never anybody who rich hating on me. All right, so until next time, get your 10,000 shots up or your 10,000 hours, whichever one comes first. Be creative, make a beat a day. All right, it's your boy HWFLOSS, the worst producer of all time.